Trust versus control. There's a very big piece missing if you are controlling rather than trusting. Watch this video. Everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, please click the little subscribe button and the bell to receive notifications when I release new videos. And if you've been with us for a while, thank you so much and welcome back. I'm Candace Dell. I've been working as a spiritual coach and mentor for the last 12 years. I have many online courses. I do group courses. I have my monthly membership, The Truth Room, and I also do one-on-one coaching as well as couples coaching and family. Let's dive in. One of the biggest issues when we're trying to manifest our dream life is that we're trying to control things. You know this. But you're also trying to control a lot of other things. How you feel, how others feel about you, all the things. How people perceive you. So much work. So I am welcoming you and inviting you into the new world of trusting the self. Because if you can trust the self, you can trust the universe. There's a very real reason why you don't do that. Many reasons. But the main reason is because you're afraid of yourself. You're afraid of yourself because you were never anchored in the self. You're never told that you're actually unconditionally lovable. You were never told that whatever you do is perfect for your purpose, even if it doesn't fit society. You were never told that you can trust your feelings even if other people don't like it. You were never told that if someone abandons you, it still means that you're lovable. You were never told that if you don't make it in the ranks of society, you're still worthy. You were never told the things that you need to be told to really learn and feel into your own worthiness, which means self-trust. People who know they're worthy have one thing in common. They trust themselves and they trust life. So you're going to say to me, why would I trust myself? I have this reactive thing and people always leave me and I'm always alone or I always ruin things. And I'll say, it's not that you can't trust yourself. It's that you're actually trusting your coping mechanisms over your truth. You're actually giving into your trauma over your truth. You're actually giving into your conditioning over your truth. Truth is equal trust. You can't be in full trust unless you're in your full truth. This is why I have countless online courses to get you into alignment with your true, authentic self by healing the emotional wounds, blocking you from that, making you stuck in life. It's not that you're stuck, it's that you're afraid of the self. You haven't done the deep dive of the shadow work to really look at the shit that you're afraid of. Trust me, I've been doing that for years. I was so sick of my patterns that I decided to go face to face with everything I was afraid could be true about me. Anytime I've guided clients through this, do you know what they find out to be true? None of that was true. This is when we start to emotionally validate and self-validate because we start to see what we've done, why we've done it, what we felt, why we felt it, and it makes sense. Validation. But we're waiting for somebody else's permission slip to validate us so we can validate ourselves or to accept our feelings so we can accept them. And if they don't, if they abandon them, we abandon it all in the shadow. Stop being afraid. You're going to be afraid of life and others and God until you learn to trust all parts of yourself, even the stuff you think is scary. That's when you have control. That's when you have a choice. I don't need to react anymore. I did a reel on this the other day, but I'm just going to put it in here. The reason we react is because when we're kids, we feel things. We don't know how to explain it yet because we don't have a freaking vocabulary. We don't have emotional intelligence. We don't even have intelligence about the world yet because we're just born. We're young kids. We look to our parents for that. And so we don't know how to express what we feel other than reacting, behaving. And that behavior gets told it's wrong, you're wrong, we're mad at you, or rejecting you. So you learn to reject yourself because you think you can't trust your own perception because they're not agreeing with me. So I guess when I have negative emotion and they don't like it, I have to deny my negative emotion and I have to pretend it's not there. And then I have to have coping mechanisms of being perfect all the time so I don't experience negative emotion when other people do things. I'm going to micromanage and control things so that they won't hurt me. I'll be perfect, but you've already abandoned yourself. So what you need to do instead is go back into that little childhood self and say, oh my gosh, my reactions make sense. They were being mean to me, even if they agreed with it or didn't. Most people aren't going to agree because they're not aware of themselves. Our parents weren't aware of themselves, but we are. So we get to be the cycle breaker. We get to start to trust our reactions for what they were and upgrade them to responses. We get to trust that our coping mechanisms were what we needed to do at the time to get us what we needed at the time. And now we can upgrade those. We need to trust that my perception of thinking my perception was wrong was just what I had to do to get along with people that were toxic, but my perception is actually right. And the way that you're going to trust yourself is by saying, what's good for me rather than what I think I should be doing. Should I be a vegan? Well, it makes me sick. I guess not. This kind of stuff. Should I be doing cardio? No, I should probably be lifting weights. What is the truth for you? Start doing those things. I had a beautiful example today of the client I'm working very closely with right now. And I told her to hold her boundaries in her relationship when her avoidant partner was being avoidant. I said, I know you understand his inner child wounds, but what you need to do is not give in. Don't respond to his breadcrumbs. Wait till he comes to you and says, hey, I know I did this wrong. He's not going to do that. So what you need to do is be loyal to your own soul. Take aligned action steps with what you need to know to be true, which is I can't reach out right now because he did the wrong thing, and I'm not going to take the over responsibility and the blame for his actions anymore. And so she did that. Guess what happened? 2 days later, everything opened up for her. She said, I feel like I'm coming home to like my self-love. What's going on? I said, because you're actually living in alignment with what you need for you that is right for you rather than him to love you. She's like, why do I not even care that he's acting this way? I go, because it's never about them. It's always about us. When he acts this way, you act that way towards yourself. You're not doing that now. Now you're living in alignment with your boundaries and your inner truth, regardless of him. Wow, the floodgates open up. She's like, I'm learning to trust myself because when I do this, when I'm true to myself and align with myself, regardless of everything else, my life works out. I'm like, yeah, because your life is about you and your alignment to your truth. You don't have to control things. You don't have to control things if you're in your truth and you're trusting that truth and you're living in alignment steps with that truth. The alignment steps are the hardest thing for people to do because it means you might have to leave someone that's toxic. It might mean you have to uninvite certain friends. It might mean you have to frickin' leave that job that you think you need, you'll never find better than, you don't know how to survive because that job is toxic. It might mean that you have to move to another state where you know no one to start over. It might mean that you have to tell the truth about something that might get you hated or disagreed upon. It might mean that you have to go no contact for a while, even though everyone else hates that idea. It might mean that you have to cut all your hair off because you feel like it and you know that you'll be ostracized, but that's what feels right. It might mean that you have to quit being a doctor and start being an artist because that's what your heart wants. It might mean that you have to do really hard things. And when you do those really hard things that you're trusting in your heart to do, and then you do them, guess what happens? Trust myself. I don't have to control. I'm trying to be something so I can control what people think about me, what society thinks. I'm trying to be this so I can be deemed worthy by others, even though I can't lie to my inner child. My inner child knows I don't know it's worthy, or I wouldn't be doing these things and controlling these things. I would just be existing, being me, knowing I'm enough. Doing deep dives into this work, guys. I have to let you know also, my next inner work healing course, it is level 1, level 2 together. If you've never done it, do it. If you've done it, do it again. It is now 30% off until Sunday. It starts June 16th. It is 90 minutes with me a week. Deep dives, major insights, aha moments, extreme healing, somatic release. In 8 weeks, I've seen every single client I've ever seen in 8 weeks have major changes, like major. So I'm opening that up with 30% off for Mother's Day sale. We all need that right now. The code is MOM30. I'm going to put the link directly below. Inner work, 8 weeks with me, 90 minutes a week live. It's a very small group. You're going to love it. And everyone's like, oh, what if I don't know the other people? No one ever knows the other people. And they freaking love them right away, because what happens in my groups is this thing called collective consciousness. Anyone called to it is perfect for it. And you're all going through the exact same thing. I've been doing this specific group for 6 years, and it has always been the case. So trust yourself. And if you're feeling the vibe, join. Also, please comment below if you have anything to say or any questions. Please go say hi to me on Instagram. Please share this video with at least one person you think it could help. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon.